You think dogs hate being picked up? Oh, buddy, that's just the beginning. If you've ever scooped up your dog and gotten that put me down before I call my lawyer look, you already know some dogs despise it. But here's the thing, there are 5 things they hate even more. And if you're guilty of doing any of these, well, let's just say your dog might be secretly plotting your downfall. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what not to do if you want to stay on your pup's good side. And trust me, number 1 will blow your mind. Alright, let's dive into the canine list of pet peeves. And we're starting with an absolute classic, blowing in their face. Yeah, I know, it's weirdly tempting. You do a little poof of air, their ears twitch, their eyes squint, and suddenly they look at you like you've just committed a crime. Newsflash, you basically have. Dogs hate it because their noses are insanely sensitive, and blowing air at them is like someone sneezing directly into your face. Rude, unnecessary, and slightly traumatic. So if you've ever done this for fun, congratulations, your dog now has trust issues. Next up, hugging. I know, you just want to show love. But guess what? Your dog doesn't see it that way. Unlike humans, dogs don't naturally hug each other. In fact, wrapping your arms around them can feel more like being trapped than being loved. Some dogs tolerate it, but others, they go stiff, their tails drop, and their soul leaves their body for a few seconds. To them, it's like being stuck in a headlock from someone who smells like peanut butter and regret. So if your dog looks like they'd rather be anywhere else while you squeeze them, take the hint. Now, let's talk about waking them up suddenly. If you've ever been yanked out of a deep sleep by a blaring alarm clock, you know the feeling. Dogs have that too, except they don't have snooze buttons. Waking them up abruptly, especially by touching them, can trigger their natural defense instincts. Some dogs might even snap before realizing it's just their favorite human disturbing their nap. So unless it's an emergency, let them dream about chasing squirrels in peace. And here's one that might surprise you. Dressing them up in ridiculous outfits. Look, some dogs genuinely love wearing cute sweaters, and that's great. But for others, it's a humiliating nightmare. Imagine if someone forced you to wear an itchy Christmas sweater every single day just because it made them happy. Yeah, not fun. Dogs that hate clothing will freeze in place like their batteries just died, and some will even refuse to walk altogether. Because if they stay still long enough, maybe the embarrassment will pass. So if your dog looks at you like, is this really my life now? When you put that tutu on them, take it off. And finally, the number 1 thing dogs hate even more than being picked up, ignoring them. This one hurts. Dogs are social animals, and when they love you, they want your attention. Ignoring them when they want to play, when they bring you their favorite toy, or when they give you the look, you know, that big-eyed, heart-melting stare, is basically emotional torture. Imagine trying to text your best friend about something exciting and getting left on read. That's how your dog feels when you brush them off. And trust me, they notice. So if your dog suddenly starts chewing your shoes or dragging your socks into another dimension, they might just be getting revenge for all those ignored belly rub requests. So now that you know the 5 things dogs absolutely hate, are you guilty of any of them? Don't worry, your dog still loves you, probably. Just make it up to them with some treats, playtime, and no more surprise hugs. And if you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more pet insights, and let us know in the comments. What's one thing your dog absolutely hates?